What is going on, my future meta millionaires? It is your boy Terry Stonkers, and welcome to my channel, baby, by the dip. All right, guys, your boy's back for a video. Took a couple days off to just kind of have a little rest and relaxation, a little R&R, and time to get back to the grind. Coming up to the new trading week, and we got a lot of information to go over in today's video. We're going to go over the price action where we ended at on Friday. We're going to go over the FinTel information leading up into this week, so how we ended Friday on that. And George has been very active all of a sudden here on Twitter and StockTwits. And we're going to cover all that information in today's video. And all I ask for you to do is smash that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. It helps out the algorithm. First, let's take a look at MetaMaterials, the price action, and the volume. So here you can see we were down 3.87% during the regular trading hours. After hours, we did gain back 1.34%, ending at $1.51. What I do want to point out here is that the volume has went down. Usually Fridays is usually a low volume day because people usually want to sell out of positions that are day traders or swing traders. They don't want to hold on to it. So the volume was really low Friday. People like to redo the trading start at the beginning of the week, and we'll see if that's what happens here. But as you can see, average volume is 5.6 million, and the volume traded on Friday was 2.94 million. So a lot less, about 2 million or so less roughly. And you can see the 52-week range, guys. We are approaching, and the sad thing here is the 52-week low. We're showing $1.38 is the 52-week low. And with this market, with the way the market's pricing in a possible recession and stuff, we will see if we approach those levels. If we get down to those levels again, may have to pick up a couple shares again, because at that price, even at this price, it's hard not to want to buy the dip on it. So now, and speaking of buy the dip, man, this is crazy. MMTLP currently trading at $1.15. Now, we're going to go over a little bit of the Fidelity situation in this video, because I do believe that has a lot to do with it. Apparently, Fidelity has stopped the trading. They halted it, I guess you want to say. Here is a post by Keith here on Twitter. So thank you, Keith, for posting this. And people was messaging me all Friday. And, of course, I was busy at work. So I do want to say sorry if I could not reply back to you. But this is the message you get. I have seen people's posts where you can call in and speak to the specialist there, and they will execute the trade for you. And I heard they have been waiving the fee. Now, I didn't go in and buy anything because Friday I was just really busy at work. I didn't have the time to really figure out exactly what was going on. But I was seeing all the people's posts and the screenshots. I know these are legit because this is exactly what I got as well from my screenshots. So same thing. I didn't feel I needed the posted out there. I did put likes, and I think I might have retweeted some of it. But yeah. Now, this has happened before with Fidelity, where they have halted trading on MMTLP, and it comes back a few days later. So this ain't the first time this has happened. So we'll see if that changes down the road. So thank you again, Keith, for sharing that. MMTLP here at $1.15 is looking pretty tasty of the dip buy, if I do say. This is where I bought it at before. I could be tempted to call up Fidelity and see if they're able to execute a trade to get this, bought for me. So here you can see, though, the average volume 642,000, and the volume trade on Friday was 379,000. And look at this here, man. The 52-week range is crazy. 1 cent to $3.20. So someone actually sold at a penny on this. Could you imagine? This would go back down to that level. I'm selling everything I have and just buying this, because at a penny, you're going to get more than a penny for the freaking dividend. So even at this price, I don't see, worst case scenario, you get $2 or $3 somehow if there's wonky math. And even if it's not proved reserves and all that, man, how can you lose? I just don't see the potential of risk is very low at $1.15. In my opinion, there's a lot more upside than downside, in my personal opinion. So, I mean, this has potential going 29 to 46. People say this could be 60 cents, 30 cents. So that's a lot more risk going up than, a lot more potential going up than the risk going down. So that's what I got for you in that one. Now, what I wanted to do was go over the FinTel, and then we're going to get into all the George tweets and StockTwits stuff and go over all that as well. So here we are looking at the FinTel. Ended on Friday, short squeeze score at 88.28, ranked 151 out of 5,500 stocks. Gamma squeeze score is 79.99, ranked 156 out of 418. Short shares that available is 100,000. Go ahead here and take a look at the short borrow fee. According to Fintel, is 6.31. It does say the max was at 8.18. So it's still pretty expensive to short and borrow against Metamaterials. This is what I wanted to show is kind of crazy. FINRA short volume ratio is 67.03 on Friday. And look at Thursday there, 65.28. Look at Wednesday, 65. Tuesday, 63. The last 4 trading days, guys, the FINRA short volume was in the 60s. They wanted to make sure that was kept down for that Friday. They were throwing millions and millions of dollars to keep that down and short it to go into Friday. Go down here and take a look at the aggregate short volume ratio on Friday was 64.58, and just look, 66, 65, 67. So last 4 days in the 60s, man, they were just shorting the heck out of this. So let's go take a look. Okay, so we got a little update. I'm a little shocked on this, but we see it here. Shares outstanding has increased. Now, I'm not sure what caused the increase, but it's went up about, I think it was like 10 million shares, because we were setting it 284 million shares, and now we're setting it 294 million shares. So that's an increase of about 10 million shares. I'm going to do a little digging and research to figure out where these share increases came at. It could be, you know, I don't know if it's from the acquisition, if it's from we just hired a bunch of people, if it's the stock warrants or the options. It could be something there. I'm not sure exactly, but there is a huge increase in shares, so I'm not really sure what that is from. Like I said, I took a few days off completely from the market. I was just browsing Twitter and browsing stuff, and now I got to get my head back in the game for this week and figure out why this is going up, because I need to know that. So once I get a more definitive answer of why this share outstanding increase went up to 294 instead of 284, I'll report that back to you in a future video. I'm going to touch base on this because we had this post here about Metamaterials. They hire in Dr. John here, and George retweeted this, and we got another doctor on board. And interesting here, we had an investor by Scotty says, another PhD on board. How many is that now, Palacaris? Like 15? And George replied back, this is crazy, man. So like I said, if we're going to increase shares because we're getting highly qualified individuals, and that could be the case for this gentleman, I'm okay with that, because that means the quality of people on board is fantastic. And look at this here. PhDs in metamaterials, 43 out of 145, so almost 30% of metamaterials workforce has PhDs. So they have very high, I guess you would say, net worth individuals. So they are probably having to give them stock warrants, stock options. They probably have to, you know, maybe do the little bit of increase of the shares, because they need to get these highly qualified individuals into the market for metamaterials. So I think that's a positive. Like I said, if we're increasing the shares for that reason, I'm okay with it. If it's for, you know, getting qualified individuals, you know, acquisitions, production, things like that, I'm totally okay with it. So real quick, man, George has been crazy active here on StockTwits as well. So we're here under his post, and the one I kind of liked here is this person, KB Trader, asked about the Canadian government is doing. We're going to go over this here real quick. So can you shed any light on how the Canadian government is carrying out allocations on announcement of 240 million semiconductor investment in the semiconductor challenge call out? I'm asking, assuming Meta should be a prime candidate for the investment. And here you can see George commented down and says, great question. Yes, we do fit in this, as well as the U.S. semiconductor budget. We are in discussions with both Canada and U.S. and other country agencies for growth support. So that would be great news if we can get some funding here through government agencies to help the semiconductor here. That would be huge. That would be just a crazy announcement there, man. So hopefully we can get a part of that. That would really help out a lot. George down here getting into a little bit of the debate here with this gentleman, Juice Wheeler. I don't know. I mean, I understand there is a lot of people upset, and some of these comments are a little whatever, and George did reply. You know, he's defending himself. I'm not really going to cover that part of it, but you can get on here and just follow @Palacaris if you want to check out that one. Let's go back here. And so he did that one. What else did he do? Then they're talking about that. That's still the same one. All right, here we go. And I think that is mainly the main ones I wanted to poke about, touch base on. I said poke about, touch base on and go over. Like I said, just get on here and check out George's stuff. Here you can see he talks about the torch. Here's someone here is saying how George is a scammer. Can you believe this? You know, and George is on here to defend himself again, talking about the torch. He said it was approved by the torch vote. However, the 15 million deal was for the lease, not the part of the approved plan. We hope to use this to grow capital in MMAT. The good news for MMAT original investors, never complained about our decision to dilute them for funding something that has no direct value to a tech company. It is interesting you think the only way to recapture the invested value is via a payback. There are more options. By the way, I am not here to convince you, because at the end of the day, it's not about manipulation. It's about perspective and facts. You have yours and I have mine with respect. So there you can see this person was upset here about the dividend and talking about how he possibly pumped the stock and all that. You know, that's up for debate. But the torch to shorts, you know, other people's made comments about it. You know, it is what it is. I guess basically with that, it's going to come down into the long run to see exactly, are we really going to torch the shorts and see if those tweets come to fruition. We got a lot of interesting ones out there. You got the DeLorean post, you got the Mr. T. There's a lot of tweets out there that we would like to hear George's input on, if it was just the tweet for him to tweet, or did it have any cryptic message, because George has been known for the cryptic message tweets. So I would love to know if they're just him expressing himself, or there actually is a meaning behind those tweets. So a lot of information in this video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I'll catch y'all next video, guys. Peace.